Hey everybody, this is Sonnet. I hope you guys are doing really well. I've missed y'all so much. I know I've been gone for some time now, several months actually. The truth is, there's been a lot of shifts and turns happening on my own personal journey, in my union with myself, and my continuous awakening. And so I just needed to take a step back to anchor this new energy and allow it to integrate fully and properly as it should. And so things are a lot better now, a lot more balanced, and I'm happy to be back and continue to update you on the energies and the things that we go through together. For example, like right now, we've got a lot of activity out there. There is this circulation of energy out in the collective at the moment, and it is quite intense. Now, the reason why that is because we are currently having an awakening wave, an activation cycle, a rapid expansion in consciousness on the planet. Now, when these waves happen, they tend to occur every 3 to 4 years or so. For example, back when it all started in 2003, 2004, we had another wave, 2008, 2009, the gateway, 2012, 2013, and so on and so forth. And so here we are in another transit. And so ascension is continuous. So it happens on an ongoing basis. It does not stop. So we do shift and integrate a little at a time every single day in, day out, a little bit at a time. However, when we have these waves, it's almost like an energetic refill, an energetic dialysis, a cleansing of things. It's a realignment and attunement. So it's a massive download in consciousness for the collective. And so we do tend to feel the effects of these happenings. We feel it in our physical body, in our field, because DNA is rearranging rapidly. The body is downloading, the higher self is downloading, the light body is expanding, the body itself is upgrading. So we feel all of these things. The chakras are, purging and all of this stuff. So if you guys have been feeling some intensity in your body the last few weeks, this is why. And then on top of that, the Schumann resonance has also been spiking quite intensely as well. It's been showing these very weird patterns as of late. So, that's more proof that the energies are shifting on the planet. More so every single time. And then on top of that, we also have these planetary aspects that are projecting very intense energy upon us from all directions, all levels. And so it's been making things quite intense. If you guys have been feeling higher levels of anxiety, maybe some panic disorder or anxiety disorder, this is why. Okay, we have major things happening and aspecting upon us right now. All of these energies that are taking place. So I also wanted to talk about the post-Libra full moon energies because the Libra energy is still lingering around. I wanted to talk about that. I know the Libra full moon was quite heavy for a lot of you. You noticed a lot of changes happening within yourselves and your unions and all of that stuff. Before I get to that, though, I want to talk first about the 5D physical ascension symptoms, because there is some expansion and some activations that we are working on as a collective. So over the last several years or so, you guys, we had been focusing on the lower chakras as a collective, and we did. We cleared a lot of that. Now the energy is moving up as a collective to the upper chakras. Anything heart, throat, third eye, crown, all of that is, expanding, it's activating. And so the focus right now really is on the lungs, the breathing, the respiratory area, the heart chakra. That has been expanding a lot. Now, I do get this question a lot, is, well, why does the heart chakra keep expanding? I mean, shouldn't we be done with that by now? Now, the thing is, you guys, that the heart chakra, it keeps expanding as well. Why? Because it doesn't only expand in 3D. There is depth to this expansion, and the depth is interdimensional. The depth is the interdimensionality of who we are. So I'll give you an example. The heart chakra expands in the 3D, but it also expands in 4D, 5D, 6D, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. And so, believe it or not, I know people at this level right now who have an expanded heart chakra all the way to 12th D. And my God, these people are very empathic, very intuitive, very strong, powerful people. And I'm just mesmerized by all of this because I remember going through this heart chakra expansion and it just never ended. And I thought, my goodness, I mean, how much more am I going to feel? How much more love can I feel for my twin? I thought this was it. But it's not. It continues to grow and it continues in depth. And so, I thought, how much love can I feel for myself and how much more gratitude can I feel and express, for the simple things and people and all of this stuff. And that's because it just continues on and on and on. And so, a lot of you have become immune to the symptoms of expansion. A lot of you have not. So you may experience the heart palpitations, the irregular heartbeats, waking up in the middle of the night with a rapid heartbeat, all of that stuff, some discomfort in the chest area, the lung area, the thymus. Now, if you are a twin flame, there is something on top of that. There's like an extra layer happening for you where not only is your heart chakra expanding, but you're also merging with your twin. Your heart spaces are merging. They are sinking in. Not sinking in, they're syncing up, rather. So they're coming together in sync with each other, and you're feeling your twin's energies, your twin's heart space energies, and you're feeling their emotions, and you become extra intuitive about them. You have that heart communication going on. So it's a lot. It's a lot to experience. And it can be quite intense. It really is for me. Now, I am fairly a healthy person. I stay active every day, and sometimes I still get the heart palpitations, and it has to do with the twin flame heart space merge. And also, too, as a divine feminine, I've also been feeling some discomfort on the left side of my chest. Hasn't been too painful. It's just I could definitely feel some discomfort there, some energy happening in that area. And the reason why that is because the divine feminine is anchoring the higher love, the high heart. And so the divine masculine is catching up to that. But divine feminine is doing a lot of high heart anchoring at the moment. And so, of course, we're going to feel it. So if you have been feeling some discomfort around the respiratory area, the thymus, the heart area, the chest, all of that, it has to do with the upgrades in energy. Now, the frequency is elevating. It really is. And so remember, energetically, we're already there. The body is just having to catch up. Remember also, too, you guys, please continue to drink your water. And I know I always touch on this, and I always mention drinking the water. And why is that? Well, because we are made up mostly of water. And so as these frequencies rise, it does tend to dry us up more. So please drink your water, you guys. I know I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I do forget to drink water. And it's not good, especially at this time. The frequencies are way up there. So drink your water. Now, this is something else that we are also clearing at the moment. It's the vision. The pineal gland is being upgraded. So third eye expansion. So if you have been feeling maybe some discomfort in the eyes as well, maybe you wake up with blurry vision, or you're seeing double, or maybe your eyes feel sandy or gritty. Maybe you just feel like stuff is being poked out of your eye or something like that. Any discomfort with your eyes has to do with clearing vision. We are actually collectively anchoring 5D vision at this level. And so I started to experience this a few weeks ago. I started to feel like something was in my eye, like I had some speck of dust or some stuff in my eyes. I didn't know what it was. So my higher self gave me the message, hey, relax, okay? Vision is being upgraded right now. It's all energetic. Don't worry. And I knew that this is what was happening because usually when vision becomes cleared and upgraded, colors tend to change, right? So the light in the sky was brighter. Green was greener, blue was bluer, red was redder. So I knew what was going on, but it was still very bothersome. It was uncomfortable. So I went in, I got checked. I went to the eye doctor. It turns out I don't have anything. Doctor says your corneas are good, everything is good. You don't have anything under the eyelids. And I was like, okay, so it was just dry eyes. And see, this is why it is so important to drink your water, because our whole system is being upgraded and we do need to stay hydrated. So that's what was happening, and I knew better, you know what I mean? So if you guys have been feeling any discomfort in the eye area, keep in mind there's a lot of activity going on with the pineal, with the third eye, anchoring 5D vision. Perception is also beginning to shift. The way we see things, the way we see ourselves, the way we see reality. We're beginning to see things on a higher level here, on a 5D level, and we're anchoring all of that. Also, throat chakra activations as well. So if you have been feeling maybe some irritated pathways, maybe your throat has been scratchy or itchy, it has to do with throat chakra expanding, being able to speak the truth, your intuitive truth, the truth of your heart, your ears, your auditory system is also being upgraded, being able to hear the spoken word, being able to hear the truth and know truth. When you hear it resonating with truth, all of that stuff is being upgraded. Crown chakra as well. If you guys have been feeling crown chakra energies, there's a lot of that going on right now, you guys. Normally for me, the way I feel with this is that when there is a lot of crown activity, I tend to feel ungrounded, a bit dizzy, a bit floaty. What helps me is bath salts. Salt helps me to ground, going out into the sand or on the beach, that helps. So do whatever comforts your own body, your being. So hang in there with all of this stuff. If you have been feeling also too current in your body, all of that stuff, your kundalini energy is being overly activated. It has to do with the shift. Also too, the divine masculine has been feeling extra sexual, extra excited around this time, and it has to do with the increase of kundalini energy, the kundalini pressure as well. So hang in there, okay? Just hang in there. All right, so moving on to the Libra full moon. I believe this was the second Libra moon of the year, I believe. Like I said, the Libra energies are still lingering at this time. And I'm sorry if I have to catch my breath, you guys. Allergy season has been so bad in my area this year, and I have this lingering cough, and then on top of that, throat chakra clearing, it doesn't help. So anyway, the Libra full moon came in during a time of massive expansion, uh, expansion in consciousness. It came in during a time of realignment. The Libra energy brought up a lot of karmic energies, a lot of karmic hooks and ties. And so it has been intense and very emotional and very mental for a lot of people. Now the focus has been very much on the self above anything else. It's been on the self. So it's a highly spiritual time right now, you guys, where the ego is trying to coexist with the higher self, and it's the realignment of these two energies, right? Now, the higher self always trumps the ego, so it's a very, very confusing time. And so since the energy has been very focused on the self, a lot of it was really pondering upon ourselves. You know, how do we feel about ourselves? What do we deserve? Or what have we been taking advantage of? Maybe we have been jeopardizing ourselves. Maybe we aren't putting enough passion into our goals or enough work into our passions. So all of these things are coming up. You know, how can we modify our lives to better suit our destiny, to better suit what we are trying to accomplish? Maybe I've been giving up on myself and other people. Maybe I've been giving up on my twin and I shouldn't be. You know, all of these things are being pushed up by this Libra energy. And then also, too, focus has been on relationships, either with our twins, our soulmates, our counterparts, family members, colleagues. And the reason why it's been so intense is because it brought up a lot of karma. So, you know, what connections are suitable for us and which ones are not, you know, which ones are damaging and which ones are fulfilling. And I know a lot of you out there have a friend or two, or maybe somebody you know who they are very good on the outside, but at the end of the day, they just take too much energy from you. They either make you feel guilty, insufficient, not good enough. Maybe they don't motivate you. You know, maybe they don't push you. Maybe they gaslight you. They make you change your own perspective on your own reality. And so it's just making you feel weird and out of alignment. And that's how you know that these connections don't work. And so this came up during this time. And so do not be surprised if you lose a friend or two during this time, or if you lost a friend or two during this time, because it is reflecting upon a lot of karma. You know, with yourself, maybe you're seeing things in yourself that need to be changed, or maybe you're seeing things in other people that aren't in alignment with you. You know, and also keep in mind, karma doesn't only involve people. It could also be a place, a habit, a thing. You know, maybe, like I said, maybe you have been jeopardizing yourself. You can have karma with a place that maybe you shouldn't be going to anymore. Maybe you have karma with a habit. Maybe you're on social media way too much. It's taking up all of your time. Maybe you've been smoking for a while. Or maybe you tend to drink when you're having to face emotional and mental baggage and you just don't want to deal with it. Maybe you don't eat at all, or maybe you overeat. You know, what habits are coming up, you know, to be rectified? And the thing is, we have to rectify these things, or else they do become baggage. It becomes heavy baggage. So we are, in essence, being forced to look at these things, rectify them, heal them, or else it just becomes this energetic pressure, this energetic load. And so that's what we've been going through. So hang in there. I mean, if you have been feeling like maybe your twin has been a bit rude, or maybe it's been hell, or maybe you've been fighting with people, or you've been aggressive, or maybe your twin has been aggressive with you. It's the karma coming up. That's all it is. It's very dark energies coming up right now. So whatever your situation is, if it has been tough for you guys right now, maybe you've been an emotional wreck, or maybe you cannot shut off the mental thinking, the mental body. You have all of these thoughts coming up all the time, and you can't stop thinking about things. It has to do with this Libra pressure. But also too, you guys, it's not always bad. Okay, it's not all bad. There's also the positive aspect of this energy, where perhaps, like I said, you are noticing positive things about yourself, things that you are now accepting of yourself, things that you didn't notice about yourself before. This can also go for your twin. Maybe your twin is noticing things in you that they've never noticed before. Maybe they're thinking, you know what? They have really been there for me. This person has really been there for me. And I never realized that. My friends are never there for me, but this person has. This person meaning you. They've always been there for me. Well, maybe I do like them. Maybe they do make a good companion. Maybe they are good company. Maybe they are a good person. All of these things that are coming up, and all of these things that they are realizing, maybe they do want to get close to you, something like that. So it's all of these downloads of epiphanies into our consciousness. So it is positive. There is negative, but there's also the positive side of things, all of these good things and aspects being shown to us. So it's not all bad. So something else I wanted to also talk about are karmic relationships, karmic ties. Why? Because this is a very karmic period. Also, too, from now until spring of 2020, it is such a highly spiritual time. It really, really is. The reason why is because the high heart is being anchored. Now, the high heart is the purest aspect of our being. It is pure consciousness. It is the heart of gold. The high heart doesn't have a mind. It doesn't have a head. It cannot see. It only feels. So high heart is going to be very active in our journeys at this time. And so truth is gravitating towards itself. And anything that is out of alignment with truth is going to be casted out. And you may still be persistent with it, resistant with life as it is, with the things that you need to change. However, it will feel very heavy. It will feel like a load, especially having to do with karmic relationships whose timelines have run out. And so it is quite intense, you guys, because like I said, truth is gravitating towards itself right now. We are on an ascension cycle. We could have gotten away with stuff like this maybe 100 years ago, maybe even 50 years ago, but not now. Now it's time to merge with the higher self, with the divine energies and the spark that we are. So that's what's happening at this time. So if you yourself or your twin are still involved in a karmic relationship, get ready to deal with some things that are going to come up, because the karmics themselves are also growing eyes, they're growing ears, and so the veil is lifting up for them as well. So they are waking up themselves. And so if they sense that maybe something is out of alignment for them, guess what? They are going to thirst and they're going to crave change in their lives as well. Now listen to this, you guys. Karmics also have counterparts that belong to them. They have a person out there that belongs to them. Okay? And so every karmic has their own soulmate as well. And these soulmates have a timeline. And guess what? These timelines are on their way. And so when these soulmates arrive in these karmic timelines, hey, it's time. And there isn't really anything that we could do at that point. We cannot challenge our higher selves. We can't challenge the universe. And so in the same way we deserve our twins and our twins deserve us, these karmics deserve their own counterparts. And so when these timelines come knocking at the door, there's really nothing that we could do. Now, I understand a lot of you are living in situations where you really cannot move out of the karmic situation. Maybe you still have to live under the same roof, follow your own guidance. If you have to go with that, do it. What's wrong here, what's out of alignment, is misleading two people at the same time. You can't have both the karmic and the twin at the same time. That won't ever work. It will not work. So you can't keep promising things to the karmic and then also building something else with your twin. That will not happen, you guys. Why? Because you have to understand your twin's energies are merging. They're intertwining with you. The karmic is going to feel that. To them, it feels like they are in a relationship with two people, or like something is out of alignment, something isn't right. So the strings of their heart are also being tugged on. Their intuition is telling them, hey, something isn't right here. What's going on? And they begin to energetically feel the distance from the person. So this is what's taking place at this time, is that, in the same way we deserve to accomplish our highest destiny, the karmics also deserve that as well. I know that there is this notion out there in the twin flame community that karmics are bad people. They aren't bad. Karmics have played a role in the twins' lives, either helping us purge or preparing us, making the way. So it's a soul contract that they've taken upon themselves with us as well. And so in a sense, they have sacrificed some of their time as well, because like I said, there is something or someone out there for them, so don't be so hard on the karmics, you guys, because they really are not bad people. And listen, no matter what happens, you cannot dodge destiny. Destiny is still arriving. And so no matter what you do, destiny will catch up. So trust the process, and just allow yourselves to be guided by your higher self. And like I said, this period right now is going to be quite strange. You will notice shifts and turns and all of these unexpected things that will happen, because the higher self and the high heart are going to be very, very involved in positioning things and aspects in our lives the way that they should be aligned. And so, get ready for that, And listen, I understand, you guys, it is hard. It's very difficult when we are stuck in a karmic relationship that we've been in for maybe like 40 years, maybe 30 years, for quite some time, maybe 20, 10, 15 years. These people, these karmics become almost like family to some of you. And so it is hard, but hey, listen, when your twin knocks on that door and you recognize that soul and you know that that is you and that you are them, there is honestly really nothing more powerful and intense than that recognition. You do not want to challenge that energy, because it is very, very strong, and it will consume you. And I know it's tough. So anyway, If you guys are having trouble with this, if you would like to book a session with me, you definitely can. You can email me at sonnet1117@gmail.com, or you can also send an email. But yeah, hang in there, you guys. I am running out of time here. I have a lot more to say. I will be posting another video really, really soon. Hang in there. I love y'all so much. And yeah, until next time, bye everybody.